Hey guys, my name is Exeter, and today I'd like to talk about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and a patch that came out recently with a gun update. But before I start, I'd like to mention one thing, which is this is the first 60 frame per second video on my channel. I'm very happy to announce it because I haven't really done one of these before. I hope the quality is much better because when I watch it, at least, I see a huge difference between 30 and 60 FPS. So I hope you guys do see that too and enjoy. I'll be uploading more of these if you guys actually like it. I won't really know though since no one really comments. Oh my god, it's the motto, baby. Oh, okay, so I want to talk about the AE4 Widowmaker and just the AE4 straight with no special abilities whatsoever. It's kind of plain. It shoots a red laser. It's Clone War style. But anyway, so what are we going to talk about first? The first thing I want to talk about is the AE4. But how it doesn't work. Not the gun itself. People have covered that. They've talked about the gun. They've talked about, you know, like all the specific details about it. They've talked about why it's better or worse than other guns. Yada, yada, yada. What best class setup, because we all know that's already out there. So, what do I want to talk about is not about the gun, but about its introduction into the game. So, if you own an Xbox One or Xbox 360, this should be available to you if you have already purchased the Season Pass. You might have just purchased the Season Pass because you're like, hey, this gun is too good, it's a piece of horseshit, I want to buy it now. So you bought it and you're like, okay, it's good, it's worth using, I like it. Or you're that guy that's like, hey, I've had the Season Pass since day one, I actually got it with the pre-order version of the game, where's my fudging gun? That's me. I'm kind of pissed about it because what ends up happening is if you have an Xbox One and you purchase the game early, there's a high chance that you don't have the actual weapon yet. The reason for that is a glitch. It's a glitch in the software where the game doesn't read that you have a Season Pass while it does know you have a Season Pass. Let's explain this in detail so you guys have a very, very strong understanding of what I'm talking about before I go hard rage mode on Activision. Just kidding. I won't go hard rage mode, but I'll just explain it because I don't really rage. It's me. I do rage, but, you know, only in COD. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's weird. Can I just start this? Okay, thank you for your input. So today I'm going to talk about why, and I'm going to start with 3 reasons. Ready? The first. 1. The first thing you do is you buy the Season Pass early before the game came out. Okay, you download it, it's there. So you go up to your creative class, almost gave myself a heart attack right there. But you go to your creative class and you're like, hey, I want to choose the AE4. So you scroll up and you go to the AE4 Widowmaker, or just the AE4, and it's locked. Weird. Kill that guy, got a paladin. But it's locked, and you're kind of surprised that it's locked. You're like, okay, I purchased it, let's just hit A, and it tells you to go to the store. Second part, you go to the store, and you hit, okay, that's weird. A, you hit A, but you're like, it's weird that I'm hitting A, because I already purchased the Season Pass. So you hit A, and guess what it tells you? Part 3, you already purchased the damn Season Pass. Then you're like, what am I supposed to do here? It says I purchased the Season Pass, but I'm not getting what I wanted from the Season Pass, so what do? Nothing. You call Activision or Microsoft and they both tell you the same thing. Actually, no, they don't. You call Microsoft, they tell you to go to Activision. You go to Activision, they tell you to wait until like 24 or 48 hours until a patch comes out. When is this patch coming out? 24 to 48 hours. You see the issue. You want this gun now because you want to try it out and everyone else has it. You pick it up, you do well with it. I get a paladin here. Watch me wreck this guy. Boom! Big missile. That's my big dick missile. But anyway, so, yeah, I like it. It's 105mm cannon. It does a lot of damage. It like, has massive carnage on any crevice that you shoot it in. Troll. And, yeah, I like it. It's entertaining to use. And especially if these, like, tiny rockets, too. Like, you know, they do more damage than the actual warbird does in total. You know, each one of those is, like, 100 warbirds. But anyway, beside that, let's keep on going with the commentary. So after that paladin, that like really bad paladin, since it was only 3 kills when you should get like, this is what I believe. I believe if 1 kill is 100 points, and you have to pay like $12.50 for something, you should get at least 6.5 kills from that actual, like, you know, weapon or whatever it is, like streak or anything like that. You should get at least half the amount of points that is needed. So if you need to get 12 kills, you should be able to get 6 kills from it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's kind of always been my theory. So if I get a streak that is like 2,000 and I don't get 10 kills by the end of it, it's kind of stupid to get in the first place. It's kind of like a swarm. It's like a swarm is so much, so you expect a lot of kills, and you do get a lot of kills unless they all rage and leave. But, you know, the paladin was short-lived and shorter than other paladins I've gotten, which is very strange. Quick scopers are still real. Okay, so Then what happens? Well, you call them, you get pissed, you're like, okay, you know what, nothing I can do, I'll just wait. So then you play the game with a bow. Diamond bow, by the way. That's what I'm rocking right now. Diamond bow. Then you run off the objective like an idiot after doing a little tongue twister right there, and you still don't get the points. So really what I want to talk about is just how it's a glitch in the software, and I'm kind of annoyed about that because it affects not only me but other gamers too. And if it like affects so many people, you'd hope they get it fixed soon, but they didn't. So, you know, everyone in the end is sad. Now the second topic I want to talk about today, other than glitches and like mouse software. So what I want to talk about is also how the games have innovated. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to talk about game innovation. That's boring. Let's talk about guns in this game. So the AE4 is apparently a good gun. I've picked it up. I've used it. I've actually gone on a 4.0 kill average with that weapon ever since I've used it. I've used it like 5 times, and I've gotten at least 4 kills every time. So, you know, it's not bad if I've done that. Also, I've done it on streaks before, and it's kind of helped me get my streaks. But anyway, so whatever. And I like it. I really do enjoy it. But like other weapons, it can be kind of slow. Like, you know, you have to get used to shooting weapons in this game, and that's something I've found very annoying, is that you have to get used to firing guns. Like, you can't just get into a game if you're already good and be like, hey, I'm on it 100% of the time. Not even pros are good at that. You have to warm up a little bit. For people that are better at the game, it's probably a shorter warm-up period of time. Like, warm-up period, like 3 games, 2 games, maybe even 5 games if like you really have to get into it and you're like freezing cold. Literally freezing cold. It actually like makes your performance worse. But, you know, and now I'm just going to go on a wild goose hunt where like we're playing Ring Around the Rosie in this little circular room here, and you could actually jump over the middle, but then the guy's probably going to be underneath you, and then you're just going to lose him again. First-person shooter games are fun. But, yeah, and I was really thinking, man, this warm-up sucks. I wish there was an easier way to get it. And then I was like, gamer gloves, yes, someone should make, like, pairs of mittens, and they aren't anything special whatsoever, but they should market them to gamers, and then the gamers would buy them and think, yes, this is making me better, and then they would think it is making them better, so it would make them better. You know, it would be one of those things. And then I thought I got this guy killed because plus 25, and I just was trolled. It was a kill by my freaking bombing run that drops hundreds of missiles once it runs by the map. I don't know, I'm confusing myself. But yeah, so like, think about it. Aren't gamers really susceptible to like advertising and like if this is going to make your gameplay better, you're going to buy it. It's like, you know, look at Control Freaks. I don't play with Control Freaks, I don't play with a Scuff, yet I'm able to beat people that have Control Freaks and Scuff. It's like the same thing to every kind of activity you do, though. Like, if someone has the most expensive gear for, like, a sport, for example, but they're not that good at the sport, it's not really going to make them better. It's like a minuscule change. The only thing that could really make you better is, like, increasing your skill level, and that's not really, like, by using gear, unless it measures you, like, your performance, really. So I'm going to take, let's take a baseball bat, for example. If you actually get a camera that shows you your swing, and then you have a professional look at that and tell you how you can change it, then that's something that can help you. That's a piece of equipment that could really help you. A camera that, like, can show you your swing in several frames per second. Yeah, I can't talk anymore. See what happens when I talk quickly? I need to swallow. Swallow. Okay, now we're good. But what really happens is you just get, like, too into it. Like, you think that it's helping you, but it actually doesn't. Now, with Scuff, a Scuff actually does have huge benefits for the way you play, but you can get around not using one. Though every once in a while you might be like, man, if I had a Scuff, that I would have killed that guy and then turned on the other one and then, like, punched the other one in the face. But really, how do you know if you've never used one? That's the question. And for those of you who have, is it really that much better? I mean, it probably is situationally, but overall, is it really that much better? And that's the question. Is it not just your own skill that makes it better, or is it just that the fact it's a Scuff? Or is it the fact that it's like a Control Freak? Okay, larger turning radius, or do you just need better fingers? Or thumbs, if you play with your thumbs, or fingers. Do you play with your fingers or thumbs? Do you play with your claws? I fell off the map there. I play with no thumbs, obviously, since I fell off the map. I'm just that kind of a troll. But anyway, so, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, hit the like button down below and subscribe for more content. I know what you're thinking. There's 1 minute left. Why don't you keep on talking for 1 minute? Because if you guys can't tell, I cannot talk anymore. It's been too long of me talking straight. When I talk into a mic with you guys only, I get, like, so wrapped up. Because when I pause, everyone gets all pissed and they're like, you can't talk. You can't stop talking. It's illegal. So, you know, I can't stop talking unless someone else is here. And they fill in the blank space. But anyway, thank you for watching. Peace out, and goodbye.
Happy holograms, y'all watch it. I can't remember I was trending at the